Alright, we give all glory and praise to the Lord, Yahawah. We're going to continue on with the lesson. Ran out of storage. So this will be the rest of the camp. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up since, man, this device just don't got a lot of storage on it. But I was going to be sort of done anyway, but I hate when the shit ends and it fucks up. So I'm gonna keep reading these scriptures and shit, but just in case I don't get to finish, I'm gonna go ahead and say an ending prayer, just in case the video just cuts off again. But I want to give all glory and praise to the Lord, Yahawashi, with double honor to the apostle great millstone. I hear the Ruber to teach well. I want to say shalom, keep pushing the word to the spirit. Alright, we're gonna keep reading. That was just for that. But as I was saying, where your heart is, where your mind is, that's where your heart is gonna be. When you go into that, the Hebrew word for mind, or the Hebrew word for heart is mind. So wherever your mind is, that's where you're gonna be. That whatever you think about, whatever you want, you know, whatever you be thinking about the most, man. You think about drugs all the damn time, or that's where your mind is. You know, you're not thinking about the treasures of. You're not thinking about the scriptures, or thinking about what Yahawashi got coming upon the earth. You on some carnal shit. You know what I'm saying? So we want to keep our minds upon the things that come upon the earth, upon the things of the heavens, man. Because this world, you know, this kingdom, right? It's like I say, it's finna change. Okay, now the earth itself is not finna crack open and explode into a million pieces, because the scriptures do speak about how the earth abideth forever. When you go into Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. So the earth ain't going nowhere. What's finna change is the rulership of who's in control. Because that's why things are so fucked up right now. Because when you go into Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You know, when you go into 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, 2nd Esdras 6, 8, and 9, you know, you get the understanding that, okay, Edom is in rulership of the earth via prophecy. He's supposed to be via prophecy. He's supposed to be in rulership right now, doing the wickedness that he's doing. And so when Yahawashi touched back down, then he's finna fuck him up. He's through. You understand? All right. And so that's what we're playing out. All right. So they're finna come down with great wrath. We got the digital ID shit. We got that coming. Okay. We got the ICE troops. Which is ultimately, like, a lot of this shit is precursors. Precursor is something that's ultimately signals something that's gonna come eventually. It's like a small taste, you know. So ultimately, with the martial law, not the martial law troops, but the ICE troops, that's ultimately a precursor to martial law troops, to UN troops. Okay, finna come and police your neighborhoods and police your communities and your cities and shit. And they're finna do so with the sword, man. A lot of draconian, a lot of violence, a lot of bloodshed. Okay, it's finna come back to the earth, man. Because Edom is a bloody man. Okay, and he's been ruling with the sword. Okay, now in today's time, it would seem like Esau is peaceable and, you know, he's just a good old white man. Nah, man, that man's the devil. All right, and man, look, man. Okay, let's just use this as an example. Look at all these motherfucking school shootings and who's shooting up these schools. You don't see nan Israelite going into these schools, going into these churches and shooting up nothing. But it's these damn Edomites, these damn so-called white people shooting up shit. That's the spirit that they in. That's I'm not saying that's just Esau's spirit. That's the spirit that the Lord put on him. You know, Esau ain't right. If Esau wasn't beefing with the Israelites and he didn't have hatred for niggas and perpetual hatred for niggas, like it speaks about in Ezekiel 35th chapter, then he would just be killing them. They would just be killing themselves, just like they did in the Civil War. You know, if Esau ain't had nobody to beef with, he would beef with himself and delete his own self. You know, but Esau's the damn devil. He's bugged out, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a base man. Scriptures speak about Esau being a base man. All right. It's a lot. Okay, I was on the wrong page. Verse 22, it says, the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, thy eye be single. Be single meaning being focused, being like, you want one thing. We want the kingdom. We want Yahawashi. That's it. We're not worried about these hoes. We're not worried about this shit over here or this carnal shit over here. We're going to handle our responsibilities, but at the same time, the primary focus, the forefront that's on our mind is getting the kingdom, receiving mercy, and enduring to the end. You know? It says no man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one, ultimately you can't have one goal, a goal that contradicts with another goal. You got to focus on one thing. You know what I'm saying? That one thing is the kingdom for us. It says no man can serve two masters. For he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold onto one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon, ultimately the world. You know, ultimately this carnal ass place. You know what I'm saying? You want to serve the Lord? Just come serve the Lord, man. You know, and put everything else to the side. You know what I'm saying? The point, you know,